Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk G.A.R. track and field. Stan Mirin back with us, the head coach, but also have Anthony Maurent, the junior sensation on the track and field, had an outstanding season. Coach Anthony went to states. He got some medal. Everything accomplished. I'm sure it felt pretty good to watch Anthony run at the state track and field championships.
Yeah, it's a pleasure watching him run. Wish we could have, placed a little higher, but, there's always next year. We just got to keep chugging along here.
Well, the big part for Anthony and any athlete is staying healthy, and you guys managed to accomplish that this year with Anthony making it to states and running through everything.
Yes, we did. We kind of babied him, so to speak, a little bit, trying to take care of those hamstrings. We don't want nothing to happen to him again. But, we got through it pretty safe, and we're pretty satisfied.
Coach, when you talk about the talent level and how this young man has grown over the years, tell us about his work ethic on the track and field and buying in a little bit. And, of course, you know him a little bit from football season, too, because you help out and coach there. So you get to see him a couple times during the year.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. A funny story. When I first approached Anthony to run track in ninth grade, he was afraid that he wasn't fast enough. And he kind of convinced us that he was fast real quick.
Well, tell us a little bit about his development as a sprinter when he's not real sure of himself early, and then, hey, he starts out. I think he showed pretty early, as you said, that he could have some success, and here he is having success in the state.
Yeah, he like I said in our earlier interview, all he does is he's just work. He's a workaholic. He came into the freshman run 11.4. He got his time down now to 10.85, which is the big step for him.
Let's welcome in junior Anthony Maurent here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Anthony, for you, take us back to what you remember about first going out for track and field.
Well, I was kind of scared because when I seen everybody, I was like, oh, man, I don't think I could do this, Coach. And when I came out, I felt confident, and I actually did good on first days, and I put the work in. And he said I got the work ethic, and I knew I built my confidence up. And I built my confidence up, and I started to come out, and I did successful.
So much more, Anthony, goes into track and field than just quote-unquote running. I mean, you got to work on your start. You got to work on your finish. You got to work on staying healthy. You got to work on your diet to make sure you're eating the right way and drinking a lot of water and all that stuff. Tell us about all those little things you learned about perfecting the art of sprinting.
Well, I did lifting a lot. In order to stay healthy, I had to drink a lot of water. That's what Coach did for me. I see him as a father. He always looks out for me. Everything, like, if I need clothes, he gives me clothes. If I need food, he gives me food. And I'm actually happy that I'm here right now.
Anthony, you talk about some of your teammates there at G.A.R. with track and field. Some other student-athletes had success as well. What was it like sharing some of that with them? Because, Justin did some nice things this year, and you had some other athletes as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He pushes me, and I pushes him all the time. I say, if you don't get it the first jump, you'll get the second jump. If you don't get the second jump, you get the third jump. And he pushes me saying, oh, just come out the blocks explosively, and you'll do good. Just run your race, and you're going to be successful.
Anthony, there's all different kind of sprinters out there. There's tall sprinters, short sprinters. There's thick sprinters. There's thin sprinters. Describe a little bit about your size and how your body works when you're sprinting down the track.
I feel good, and I know I'm kind of big. I have to stretch a lot. I'm powerful, and we're like a family here, and we always stretch together. We always keep each other's backs in order so we can do good.
How about your favorite event, Anthony? You have the 100, the 200, maybe you're doing the 4x1. Tell us about some of the different events that you did at G.A.R. And, of course, hey, you got fourth in the state in the 100. Is that clearly your favorite event?
Yes, it is. I'm like a bulldog out there. I really love it. I love enjoying it. I like coming out the blocks, powerful. I just love it. That's like my main event. 200, I like it, but it's not as good as the 100 as I love it.
Anthony, talk about the bread and butter. You're a junior now. I'm sure you're getting some interest for track and field. And, how much do you like football and how much do you like track and field? And is that something that you're thinking about now? And, hey, I may want to do that. Is college something you're thinking about as well in the future?
Yes, I am. I'm getting like 2 or more letters a day. I only like football like 60%. I like track 100%. And there's less injuries as I can see it. In football, I always gotta like worry about my ankles, my knees, but for track, you only have to worry about hamstrings, and I've really been taking care of that. And in order to take care of that, I had a coach by my back.
Well, you mentioned your relationship with Coach Mirin, how you guys are tight, and he's helped you out and do whatever he could for you. Any other experiences at G.A.R. as far as some teachers or somebody in the guidance department that you kind of grown fond of and said, they're pretty cool or have helped you along the way?
Yeah, a lot of people. They always look out for me, see if I have a book in my hand. Coaches looking out for me if I have a book in my hand, and I'm on the high honors list, and I'm going to keep that going for now.
And Coach Stan Mirin, I'm sure you're sitting back and wondering what the best options are for Anthony. I'm sure selfishly you'd like to see him on the football field because you helped coach that. But at the same time, knowing that this young man does have a future at the next level, probably in track and field.
Yes, he does have a future in track and field, and we're just going to let Anthony make that decision for himself whether he wants to play football or run track. But like Anthony said, time will tell, and we're looking out for Anthony's best interest.
Well, the Grand Army of the Republic has some things to smile about. Of course, some great things going on. Anthony Maurent, one of the fastest in the state, 4th best. Congratulations, Anthony, and Coach Stan Mirin. Always a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
G.A.R. Grenadiers, track and field here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.